I've been experimenting with real-time smoke trails using geometry nodes that perform great because rather than using volumes or simulations, it relies on the camera-facing billboard method. And because it's completely procedural, it's really quick and easy to make customizations and tweaks on the fly. Here's how it works. Start with a curved line to set the path of the smoke trail, and add a trim curve node to adjust its progress. To set the animation length, I add a scene time node and connect the frame output to a map range. This lets me adjust the animation length by setting the from max value as the amount of frames that I want. I reuse this value throughout the graph, so I'll store it as an attribute alongside the current frame and curve factor before and after it gets trimmed. To adjust the animation, I use a float curve, tweaking its shape depending on the easing I'm looking for. The turbulence is made by using a noise texture scaled by the gradient attribute we saved, plus a small value per frame. Lowering the scale and randomizing the W per point creates more volume to the shape. For the smoke, I instance grid planes, add a new camera, and use an aligned rotation to vector so they're always facing towards it. To taper the trail, I'll also scale the instances by the gradient attribute. It's important to store the grid's UV map and a random value per instance before applying material. And then in the shader editor, I can use the UV map attribute to add a spherical gradient to each plane and use it to drive the alpha and bump. And the time, frame, and gradient attributes are really useful just to influence the overall alpha and emission to create different effects. For a complete breakdown, you can visit the Patreon and watch a full tutorial.